Welcome back, everyone, to the Oakland Softball Notebook. My name is Neil Rule, the broadcast voice of the Golden Grizzlies. And as always, we're joined by softball head coach Lauren Karn. And Lauren, appreciate you taking the time to join us here today. And look, we haven't talked for a couple of minutes, so I did want to pose this question to you right out of the bat. I guess the leadoff question, as it were. You know, you guys last year and last season, you looked like you were poised for a breakout campaign. And to the common sports fan, when they see victories over Villanova, when they see victories over Clemson, that raises eyebrows. And I know a lot of people were excited. You know, just with everything being shut down, you guys were on your way to a tournament in Kentucky. Mm-hmm. I know it had to be – certainly everyone's disappointed, but I know it really had to hit hard for you guys.
It definitely did. We were competing really hard against obviously some very tough opponents in the Power 5 and mid-major levels. And we were coming off of a weekend where we lost all 5 games. We played really well. We had some key losses as far as people being out sick and having to be left behind. But we still competed hard. And then when we were on our way to Murray, Kentucky to play in that tournament, we were very hopeful to kind of get the feel for those wins back and get ourselves back rolling on the right path. And when we got the call to turn around, it was pretty disheartening and the girls were upset. But at that point, we were still hopeful that some type of season would happen. Now we're months later and obviously didn't know then what we know now, but it was the right decision for sure. But we were definitely, it took the wind out of our sails a little bit because we were feeling really good about where we were and how our lineup was shaping up and our team chemistry and all of that. Just, we were on the right path.
You know, Lauren, as you look at that, you know, that team you had this year and certainly with what you have coming back for this year's team as we kind of turn the focus to that. I know Sydney Campbell was somebody that seemed to be making a very big impact. You know, what other newcomers do you have? What other tricks you have up your sleeve this year, Lauren?
So we have a freshman, Macy Brown, who is a middle infielder, very competitive, very refined in her skill set and brings some speed to our team. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
He's getting excited about it too.
Yeah, absolutely. He's pumped.
So yeah, Macy, she's going to bring more refined skill set, but also some speed to our team, along with Alyssa DePrima, who's going to also bring some speed to our team. And that is something that we've been lacking the last few years. We talk about good base running and being smart base runners, whether you're fast or slow, but we have not had a ton of team speed. So we're looking forward to those two bringing that to our offensive lineup. And then we're also looking at Gracie Hinkle to fill in some holes on the mound. So hopefully having more of a pitching staff this year rather than just riding one pitcher.
You got a future broadcaster over there as well.
That is kind of what it sounds like.
I know. I'm going to have to keep my game tight. There's no question about it. We're talking Oakland softball with a new mom and head coach Lauren Karn, which we will discuss in a couple of moments. You know, as you look around the Horizon League, you know, what do you expect to see in terms of teams that you'll have to deal with? I know the traditional powers that there are. What else you see?
I mean, I'm really looking at UIC to be our biggest competition. We always seem to struggle against Youngstown State. I think and both of them always have good pitching, which if you have that, you're going to succeed. So I would say those two coming up would be our biggest competition going into conference play. And while we don't have our conference schedule just yet, we're going to have a unique situation this year where we're not going to get to work out the kinks before we play conference. We're only able to play a conference schedule. So some of those kinks are going to be worked out during games that are going to be crucial to us making the tournament.
And Lauren, what about that too? Because we've talked about it and, with the new addition to your family there. And I am curious about this because there are a lot of there are a lot of challenges, really. I mean, when you look at the travel that's required, the hours that are required to be in the profession you're in, to do the job that you do, you are a new mom now, as everyone can tell. You have a future broadcaster there on your hands. What about those challenges? I mean, since the opportunity presents itself to talk about it, let's talk about it. What about those challenges? Having an infant at home, trying to do all the work that this job requires. How are you handling that so far?
I think I'm handling it pretty well, but it's definitely a challenge that I wasn't fully ready for, because obviously when I first became pregnant, COVID was not in play at all. I never imagined to go through my last trimester in quarantine and then continue in quarantine and give birth without my family being able to see us and things like that. So there were definitely some challenges there. And then getting back into the swing of things has been a little bit challenging, because getting into a daycare has not been the easiest. So we're filling in with babysitters, which means sometimes Mickey's coming to the field with me, and then he's being picked up from the field. We're doing a lot of work from home, which for me, I've always been somebody who goes to sleep early, but most of my work is now being done late at night. So that's definitely an adjustment. And then just making sure that I'm wearing all of my hats well. So being a new mom and being a good mom, being a good wife, and then also being the coach that my team needs and they know me to be. So balancing all of that has definitely been different, but I'm getting the hang of it.
Well, on behalf of all the parents that are watching, Lauren, welcome to the party.
Thank you.
Welcome to the party. There's no doubt about it. We appreciate your time. I know that you're very busy. You're spinning a lot of plates. Very cool of you to be able to catch up, and we're going to do it again soon.
Awesome. Thank you, Neil.
So for softball coach Lauren Karn, my name is Neil Rule, the voice of the Golden Grizzlies. Thanks for watching, everybody. Well, see you later.